Good morning, welcome to Satsang. I am that, and I am what appears also in its limited form. Somehow I would like to share what I saw with the image of, the image of half Shiva and half Parvati, his consort. Because when you don't interfere and you just are, after some time, there will be a rising thought telling, oh, how beautiful it is, or oh, what a love, or whatever comments. And so the being we thought comments is Shiva, the unmanifested, and the rising, the first rising of the creation, is in love with Shiva, is Shiva. And yet she comments, so I am Shiva and I am Parvati, the one who says that's beautiful, but I am not only Parvati. Parvati exists and comments only because Shiva is there. Anyway, because you see this comment, for example, or this attraction, or whatever rises immediately, is not objective. It's just an expression. It's not, it doesn't take you out as a, it never takes you out, but it doesn't appear like taking you out of what you are. Yet the confusion is not admissible. You can sit. So, what still, ask question, what still is missing, looking like? What only a mind who wants to understand or to attain, isn't it? I don't remember which one. Anyway, you tell me if I already read this one. So remember, when it is, old Manchang speaks of original spirit, it is to express what we cannot express, the original nature. To see original spirit is to see it whether thoughts are present or absent. I think I read it, no? So, I go further then. Well, already that is good, huh? So, shave heads, but those who have hair are also concerned. The world and you are nothing other than thoughts of the individual mind, since both disappear when sleep overtakes you. This is equally true of all the old Tatari notions of your puny mind regarding the Buddha, the way, and original spirit. Once and for always, understand the uselessness of all your efforts to penetrate the impenetrable by thought and action. You might as well try to capture the wind. But if you are, I don't understand, unencumbered, what does it mean? Ian? Unencumbered. Okay, we can make out. Entirely available to original spirit, then will you be directly seized by it. Okay, available, then you are directly seized by it. Having heard speak of the void as being the supreme accomplishment, you seek to attain it. Thus, you fall into the torpor and insensitivity which you take for the vacuity of original spirit. That's a big trap, huh? Very commonly experienced. But now that we know, having heard speak of the Absolute as being the ultimate state, you imagine that all things are equal and that none is worthy of respect. Thus you fall into the rakinshness and anarchy which you take for the oneness of original spirit. Having heard speak of purity as being complete happiness, you strive to attain it. Purity, I clean myself. I have to be sattvic and so pure. Thus, you fall into a hard attitude of rigidity which you take for the transparency of original spirit. Another big trap. Having heard of detachment as being the only freedom, you try to become separate from the world and from yourselves. Thus you fall into indifference, which you take for the independence of original spirit. Bold is, it is original spirit, which is said to be vacuity, oneness, transparency, independency, and the element of the wheel of existence that you will never be able to possess by any of these faculties. But if you saw original spirit, then you would know that it is your true nature without any possible qualification, and that in reality no name can be given it. You would then also know that what we call void, absolute purity, detachment, and even original spirit are nothing but words which exist from your point of view alone, only because of your blindness and your ignorance. Yeah, it's a way to teach. They are pointers. Simpletons, you're wanting to simulate original spirit spells the end of you. Because you have become monks, well, followers of the law of the Buddha and disciples of a famous master, you think you are different from the layman on whom you look with condescension. You are as ignorant of original spirit as only the grass of the field can be. You are much engrossed in getting to know who I am, from what parental stock I am issued, who were my masters, where I have come from, what I believe, and many other things equally devoid of interest. Some think that, if the master of this abode has asked me to speak to you, I can only be an enlightened one. And others, on the contrary, think that they have before them but a scandalous and insolent old fool who should be thrown outside because he has no respect for the sayings and men of the past as revered by tradition. Neither has he any respect for the sayings and men of the present exalted by their fame and renown. Thus, you hold merely to the envelope and the appearance of things, and because of this, you fail to perceive in you the truth. Fools, you put mud in your eyes and then complain of being blind. Shaven once. By completely abandoning yourself to the will and whims of another whom you have exalted to the point of relying on him for all things, you imagine your attitude to be just, and thus yourselves to be without concern and without desires. In reality, you merely behave as do very young monkeys which do not leave their mother for a single moment, desperately clinging to her, so full of fear are they. And in course of time, you become like those dried up trees which look like other trees in winter, but which, when spring and summer come, have no leaves and bear no fruit. In such passivity, how can you hope to see original spirit? Smooth paths, you are already dead. Pizza, I don't know. He has such a funny language. Everyone is enlightened by original spirit. Some see it, others ignore it. That is the only difference between them. As for you, shaven heads, you are as a drunken man who, on the outside of an enclosure, clings to the bamboo sticks, shouting that he has been shut in, that he is innocent, and implores to be set free. No one but you is holding yourselves a prisoner. What a disaster for you! Well, he's really very inspired. All those texts is to show that really the mind and all the conclusions he makes and the beliefs will never do. Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like I also put mud in my eyes and then complain that I can't see.
Yeah, yeah, we all do that, yeah, sure. But you see it now. From where do you see that? Be that. That's all. We don't care about what that said.
But there's this very strong addiction to the mind.
Okay, but then here you have to know what you really want. You see, that has to be a bit more strong in the determination. Sure, the addiction is very strong and for myriads of years probably, but it doesn't mean you cannot free yourself from that idea, that concept, that experience that you take for real now.
I mean, I see it, so I cannot be it, right?
Right?
I see the mind, so I am not it.
Yeah, but don't be fascinated by your discovery now. Just keep quiet from where you could see. Mm? What's going on?
The mind, no, it doesn't matter.
Very good. Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I just feel to tell you, the more I come to see you and speak with you, like I don't know, I don't even know what to achieve, you know? Just,
There is nothing to achieve.
yeah, I was just sitting here with you and it's just so, I don't even know how to express it, like this idea of going somewhere to achieve something, or it's just not there.
So good. It's natural, you know. We forgot how much this is natural. I'm very happy. She said it doesn't matter. Yes, doesn't matter. Whatever the mind will tell, it doesn't matter at all because he can never reach there. So it's that's it. Very good. Yeah.
Hello.
Hell.
I feel a strong desire to talk to you,
Yeah, please.
and yeah, since last time, which was my first time,
Okay.
I felt so happy,
Mm-hmm.
and I guess now there's a fear of that happiness diminishing. So,
Yeah.
but yeah.
I tell you in advance, surely it will disappear.
But surely it's going to disappear.
It will disappear to reappear again. But because you see, you express a quality of it, and a quality comes and goes. That is part of the creation, of its own creation. And but what made you happy? That's what you are. Hmm? And that's what you are also when happiness is not there. That's what you are too, you see. So we are so at the mind exists only because it's attached to the appearance. And of course you will prefer this kind of appearance than its opposite. Yeah? The mind. The mind.
The mind will.
Yeah, he would
yeah.
prefer this kind of appearance. So we will try to believe and wants to believe that's it. I know myself. It's when I am happy, and that surely will be all the time there. Then the mind comes because he knows very well. I have a fear. Maybe it will not last, and then what? Because even when it doesn't last, if you know it is in the mind, even that happiness was in the mind, then you don't mind.
I didn't get that last part.
Yeah. If even happiness is in the mind, the happiness, non-objective happiness even, is in the mind. You agree with that? It's an appearance, isn't it?
It is an appearance.
You speak about it, you described it to me.
Yes.
So it's an appearance.
Yes.
What can appear means it's a creation. So what I was telling, it's a mind. So don't have expectations, never, that the mind will last. It's not its nature, it's dual. Yeah? But from where this happiness could rise, that's what you are. And you cannot figure it out. Just be it. Just be it. And you can be, and qualities may come or not come, you will not mind. Don't mind what appears. And then you will be struck to see, I'm always like that. That's my real nature. I've not to search for it. It's always here. And when I search, it's because I search to maintain a quality, to attain a quality, a state. And that will never satisfy me. That will keep me in searching because it's maybe attained for a while and then it disappears, and then what?
Yes.
Yes, to what?
I want to share that
Yeah, do.
the way it felt was that the thoughts became very, very clear
Yes.
when the thoughts tried to start up.
Yeah.
And then
Sure.
I could just
Of
let
course.
it be, and then happiness was shining, you know.
Yes, I
Yeah.
agree. I agree. But a life is not only watching. You cannot be a witness of your thoughts all the time in the life. You can't. Maybe some teachings promise that, but they fail. It's an utopia. It cannot be like this. So what you do, you will think, oh, I lost myself, I am in my thoughts. When you know that thoughts can come and you still don't lose yourself because somehow it has been so clear to you that it's only the mind in a certain way, then you are freed from the search and from the seeker. That is a greater happiness, but it doesn't show up in a certain way necessarily.
There's nothing I can like. No.
Just be vigilant not to believe that a certain state is more it than another state, and that from where this non-objective happiness, for example, rises, that's what you are. Happiness is already one step, let's say, created. Yeah.
And this feeling of being sucked in.
It's a feeling. It's
to
just
the
a
mind again.
feeling. It's a true feeling for the mind, but not for you. Not for who you are. The mind doesn't lie, is right. It feels this way. As it can feel, oh, I go back to the source. There is no going back and going out. What is always here. So it looks like, add that in your vocabulary, maybe it may help. It looks like I'm sucked. Actually, it's not true. The mind says so because it's the world of the mind. It feels so, but that's the mind. That is the creation of what I am. But it's very important to see what I am. When I say to see, it's a wrong word. It's a pointer. Exactly not to confuse qualities for it.
And that's any appearance.
Any. There is no exception.
Even the love that feels like
The
it's also
bliss,
shining.
the unconditional love, the self-knowledge, all these are appearances. Of course, they may be just, the first rising, but whatever, it's an appearance. And that's why it's not always there in a certain shape. What's always there is what is.
That is becoming more and more clear.
Wonderful for you, wonderful. And yeah, it's very good to be clear because then you are kind of vigilant, but at some point, that vigilance of the mind, you will understand why should the mind be vigilant? You are, you are. But if you don't have that striking confidence or self-authority, yes, be vigilant. Very good.
I really felt that confidence was somehow
Was, is. If it is was, it was, you give a shape to it, which is not here now. So, be very radical. Yeah, very good.
Thank you.
Yeah, very good. You can always speak if you need.
I'm very grateful.
You know, you are lucky by your own search.
What did you say? Yeah.
You are lucky because of your own search. Yeah. I think you will appreciate more now I could say it myself, but as Winang's old Manchang says, when a known master is known, you believe it more. So, from the very beginning, no, when he said, to see original spirit is to see it whether thoughts are present or absent. It's exactly that. When disturbance is there or happiness. Same. This teaching will never change with years. It's always the same pointing. And if there is any addition, it is circumstantial. It's not interesting in this field. The pointers are a bit like, for example, if you go to a garden and suddenly you see a marvelous tree with fruits and so on, the appearance is breathtaking, and so you are happy to see that, you are fulfilled in a way for a moment. And the satsang shows that this would not be possible if there was no space. So it points out to the space which is unmanifested but which is there, which allowed this creation to exist. And then the mind makes it, oh, so the truth is space. No, what you are is the whole thing. But you have to see first that there is space. That is the role of satsang, you see. Have a glimpse of that space, of what you are as unmanifested. And then that also can fall, because whatever you know with the mind, anyway, it's not fully it. And then you are really freed from illusions, we can say. I enjoy my coffee because there was space for it. Empty space. Yes. Attends, take this because
I hope it's okay that I say something. it feels very philosophical to me, and I can't seem to get out of this.
Okay.
And how do I know this is real? Or
When you don't go to your thought, how do I know? That gives the search, that gives the problem. There is no escape. There is not a single thought which will help you. Let it be in the affirmation, let it be in the negation.
it's not about fixing what's going on
No,
here.
no. You can't fix. Even if you fix, it's like taking the tail of the pig straight, and then suddenly you are distracted and boop, and it's again curly. And you did that for years, it worked, and suddenly, oh no. No. All the practice are like this. What to do? But I don't see the curly tails in Portugal. They don't have curly tails. In Belgium it works.
This mind is,
Yeah, this mind. Yeah, exactly. This mind.
yeah.
Yeah, but you see the mind. You see it.
And it feels so toxic. And there's also like a want to engage with it because it seems true. But
It seems true. Yeah, it is a good sentence. It seems. Yeah. Then,
so how do I stop believing that it's true?
because I tell you. At least once you have to swallow that. It's like or try, but break your head up to the max to see. I cannot reach that. I cannot reach that with all the efforts I make. You break your head. And the breaking of the head is not only because you think or investigate and all, it can be the life also just breaks your head. And then you are at loss. What's going on? And then you may wake up. Then you may wake up, oh, where I was all the time, in the mind, sure. What says the wise? Don't be in your mind all the time. Oh, it makes sense. Yeah. Don't worry. It's already too late. The worm is in the apple. Yeah. Every time you will say, it seems, or whenever you describe your mind, you will know, oh, so it's not what I am, actually. And the peace I search or the happiness cannot lie there, or it will be only for a while. It's when I am at peace with that self-knowledge, let's say like that today, that I am at peace. But surely the mind will try hard, really will try hard to delude you, because he has been a tyrant, and a tyrant never likes defeat. He becomes furious, dangerous, cunning.
It's okay that it's like that.
So, from where you say it's okay, just keep quiet there. From where Don't stop at it's okay. From where you said it's okay.
I don't know.
Of course you don't know. Very good. It means you were there. Don't worry. Those words will work on you. It's too late.
I just want to say that I choose this.
I understand well by this. I choose to just be. Yes, that's why you are here, no?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And the mind can get crazy,
yeah.
but I will choose this.
But not for long. Anyway, don't worry for your mind. Yeah. Okay. I honor that too.
Thank you.
Yes. You are not alone in honoring that. So. Good. Yeah.
I wanna sing song. But before I sing, I want to say the history of this song.
Okay.
There was one satsang with Papaji.
Mm.
I watched on the YouTube. There was a beautiful girl. She came to the satsang.
Oh.
Yeah, and and she said, "I have some dirty inside, so I feel ashamed a little
Okay.
bit in front of you,
Mhm.
and maybe I have to be more clear, more clean to
Mhm.
be in front of you." And after she said something about creation. She said the expression of God, we need it. And so Papaji told her, I think, to make her discuss from the outward world. He said, it's like, it's nothing, it's garbage
Mm.
outside. And she said, but we need it because to experience its expression. She said, it's expression like this. And he said, of course, but the pigs lives there. and they live in Georgia and they're happy. And she said, but they look, she said, they look happy, these pigs. Pigs are look happy. And he said, of course, because they like shit. They like urine. They like live in it. They like eat it. They like.
He went on, I see.
And after something happened, and he said to her, say, I'm no more piggy.
I'm no more?
I'm no more piggy,
Yeah.
he said to her. Say it. Stood up and dance and sing, I'm no more piggy. Sing
Oh,
it. Sing it.
Yes.
And what happened? She felt very tangible, and she stood up and she danced. Finally, she danced and she laughed, but she forgot to sing.
Mm.
So I want to sing this song.
Ah, okay, okay.
So there is a words, but I don't know melody. I will create it. No difficult. I'm no more piggy, no more piggy, no more piggy, no more piggy. I'm no more piggy, no more piggy, no more piggy, no more piggy. I'm no more piggy, I'm no more piggy, I'm no more piggy. I'm no more piggy. I'm no more this, I'm no more piggy, no. Woo. I'm no more piggy, no.
Okay.
I'm no more piggy. And you reminded me when you said about the tail.
Yeah,
So I
sure,
think it's very
sure.
connected.
Because the pigs, they have the art of enjoying. So we think they must be enlightened, they can enjoy so much. Yeah, very good. But you see, it illustrates exactly what I said about the tree. We can replace the tree by a pig, a piggy. One is very engaged with piggies and all that, and then the master says it's just garbage and all, so that you can finally say, I'm no piggy, I'm the space where that piggy appears. But in fact, don't stop there too, because we are everything. But you cannot say that beforehand. You have to negate everything, pig included, to just to be. Just to be. And then in the just to be, there is nothing like a function which differentiates. And if there is one, it's the mind, and then the mind lost its reality or its lasting power, at least. Very good. Who are you?
When I was enjoying the singing, I felt like I am a pig now.
Well, the mind waver you don't say. The mind changes all the time, yes. Wavering. Waver. So who are you?
I have nothing to point to.
Oh, I like it.
And something inside is very relaxed about it.
Yeah, that will go also.
Okay.
You see all those experiences of relief and happiness and unconditional love. It's like the best pralines in Belgium, they were the news, the best pralines you can get. But you see, you can get them because you go there. You go because of some pointing, some indication. But you can also taste them if you are the fabric of the toffee itself. If you are the place where they make it or not. So you can enjoy, but also you can have a rest of it. You are sick of eating that all the time, so you have rest. But at least you know that you are at the right place where you can produce them or not. You are not dependent anymore. Because if a seeker is dependent on being relaxed, it's very good, it's a very good sign. He has a good smell, it's a good direction. But never take a quality, an experience, a state for it. Never. Because then you depend, you become somebody depending, even if it is sublime. You will suffer because you become addicted, and that will never be fulfilled all the time. So just don't move anywhere, just know I am totally full and empty by myself. I don't depend on any state, even though they may appear or not. That's why the indication of Papaji telling don't land anywhere can be understood in many levels, but it's really quite an amazing indication. Huh? Oh, I know despair, for example. Don't land there. Oh, I know bliss. Don't land there. Enjoy or don't enjoy, suffer or enjoy, but let it go also. Don't fix it. Don't try to transform it. It appears, it disappears. That's why Papaji was indicating by, pointing by, keep quiet, don't always land somewhere. Keep quiet. And that is in a split second is enough. Once in a lifetime. So we are waiting for what? That split second is available just now. Only the mind delays. The mind delays. And the mind will never change, it will always delay. But I mean, if you place yourself in the mind, it makes a difference. But if you see you are not the mind delays all the time. It will continue to delay anyway. Doesn't matter. So, you see, everything has to be understood well. Don't land on the words. Go into the pointing. You are concentrated, Radha?
Yes. Yeah. I was looking for the split second.
What is? Who spoke? I don't know.
I was looking for the split second. When you say split
I
second.
said Radha,
Yeah,
but
sorry.
it's okay,
I
Sharda.
just saw Sharda.
Yeah. Okay,
Sorry.
doesn't matter. You
I
looked.
understood Sharda.
Okay, doesn't matter. So
Yeah.
split second.
Yeah.
Then
You
what?
said split.
It's already too late.
Yeah, I know.
Ah! You cannot look at the split second.
I
It has to happen.
know.
You know, yes, because you understand. But it's not about understanding. Action. And don't bring doer, no doer. Action.
Sorry.
No, it was good. You look so concentrated.
Я выгляжу, как будто концентрируюсь, но на самом деле я просто как сейчас так, что реальность как будто смотрит на реальность.
It looks like I am concentrate, but actually, for me, how I see and that reality looks at reality with you. Reality, watching reality.
Then when I am not there, what you do?
А если меня нету, тогда что ты будешь делать?
No, tell me. Maybe it's totally acceptable, but I have to hear.
Last what did you say?
Maybe it's totally acceptable to speak like she did, but I have to hear. When I'm not there, what happens?
Ну вот, как бы, может быть, это можно принять как бы на словах, но когда меня нету, тогда что тогда?
Это остается так же, просто сейчас оно как будто больше.
It's remained the same, but now it's seems like it's bigger.
Yeah, but all this is in the mind. It's in the mind. There is no reality. Is not true. Doesn't need a mirror. All this is. Yes, let it go. Yes, let it go. Don't fabricate anything. You can't. This is much better. Yeah, don't make effort. You need it to make efforts now. No efforts. No efforts. Because you see, your efforts are based on this belief that I am not all right. I'm not myself. So you make effort to be yourself. So now you quit that. Yeah. Now you can see easily that your mind wants or is in habit to make efforts. So you don't need to go there. Yeah. Very good. That's it. Hmm? Mm.
Hi, Ganga.
Hi.
The last thing you said, I think applies to me as well because I very felt very touched by. Um, you don't need to make an effort. You don't need to make an effort.
Otherwise, you will possess it, and it's a big illusion, and again suffer. I'm so happy for you. It's time, huh? Very good. Honor that, huh? En tout cas, the great day. Yes. Efforts are only for the world, for how we conceive the world and how we behave and all that. Only for the world, not for it. Yeah. So. Okay. Thank you.